Hey there, gang. Lauren here, Mrs. Tomato Head, and I am here with a review that I've been wanting to do for well, really since I planted this variety, but for the past couple weeks, these have started to ripen. This is a micro dwarf variety that not many in the United States have heard of. It is called Candy Berry. I got these seeds from my buddy Kina from Norway. They are available for sale though at both Meraki Seeds, Meraki. I'll put it in the show notes, and Vienna Seeds from Sabine at Vienna Seeds. So you can purchase seeds for them. At the time I got them from Kina, I couldn't get seeds anywhere. And just the name, sometimes the name alone in these varieties makes you want to grow them. And that was the case for this. Kina grew it in Norway. She said it was spectacular. However, she hadn't grown my favorite Vilma. So that's my number one favorite as of now. Although I did take a sneak taste of this a couple days ago, and Vilma may be in for I have to do a taste test, but she said this was the best micro she'd ever tasted. I love it because it's just gorgeous. It's got these round, very glossy fruits, kind of like candy. I don't know if I can get in the light better, but they're just beautiful. It is a sprawling plant. This is in a 1.5 gallon pot. It seems pretty clear to me that it would do better in either a grow bag, and I'm finding, this is a whole other episode, but I'm finding that everything I'm planting in the grow bags is doing much better than in the pots. This is an example. This is Tiny Totem in grow bag, pot. Now the pot is smaller, but still I'm finding that across the board. So after I review this, I think I may up pot this to a either a 1 gallon grow bag or a 2 gallon grow bag. I'm not sure yet, but I want to see how she flies. She's got, as you can see, she's loaded with fruit, very sprawling for a micro. She's not real compact like something like this. She's getting in your way of sprawling. She wants to fly. This woman wants to spread her wings and fly. So it's adorable and beautiful. Let's see how tall it is. It is about 16 inches tall. So very doable for growing indoors. Not the most compact variety, but definitely what I consider to be a micro dwarf, not a mini dwarf, which is, I think of a mini dwarf anything between 18 to 24 inches. So this is definitely a micro. And look, did you get a close up of these beautiful fruits? I mean, I just can't get over it. They're so beautiful. I sowed the seeds for these back in early September. It is now about mid-December. It's freaking me out. Holidays are coming, freaking me out. But I would say different episode, but I'm not doing an episode on that. But she started ripening about 2 weeks ago, I would say. And I really wanted to, I never want to do reviews when it's like one ripe fruit on the plant. I always want to wait for there to be a few. So I waited and waited and waited, and things were starting to ripen, but the original one that ripened started to shrivel up a little bit and split. So what's a girl to do? I had to pop it in my mouth. It was delicious. But let's do an official taste test here for you all. So the fruits are smaller than, say, a Vilma. They're smaller than a lot of micros. So this one's actually starting to split a little bit, but you can see they're a really nice size. Would be great, tossing in your salad or whatever. There's certainly no Tiny Totem, but this is the biggest micro I've got going. Here's a good example. This is a lot of micros are around this size. This is a variety called Cyberische Zimmer Tomate, which I will be reviewing soon. Here's Candy Berry compared to that. I don't know if you're getting a good shot of that, but it's on the smaller side. Do I care? No, I do not, because if flavor's involved, if it's small and tasty, I'm all for it. So Let's cut it open, shall we? I mentioned splitting. It does tend to split if you leave it on too long. So that's something to note. For me, I kind of like that because in my experience, I find the ones with the thinner skin are the ones that split. I like thinner skin. I just feel most of the time they taste better and lots of seeds and goo, which I love. So let's see what this beauty looks like. I guess I should be official and measure the fruit. They're about 3/4 of an inch round. I should also mention, as far as the history, the breeding, the origin of candyberry, I can't find it anywhere. I've only seen it for sale at Vienna Seeds and Meraki Seeds. I can't find a origin anywhere. I apologize. I usually like to provide that, but right now, origin is going to be in my mouth. But let's, I guess that's the end result. All right, so this is, maybe this isn't the best example because that's one that's split, but let's look at one of these that did not split. These are just so beautiful. I'm sure the photos do not do them justice with as far as how glossy and beautiful they are. They really are just, it's like a Christmas tree, and we are getting ready for Christmas here when I'm recording this. Don't know yet if it's determinate or indeterminate, but it is producing lots of flowers, so I'm guessing it's at least semi-determinate, meaning that it's not just going to produce once and be done. So I'm going to try to keep it alive. So let us taste it. Jake, my cameraman, aka son, you want to taste it with me?
Sure.
All right, let's go. That is good. That is really, really good. The split ones are usually the older ones, which tend to be even sweeter. Mm. I tell you, gang, I do have to do a taste off. What your opinion, Jake?
Good.
Yeah. This this very well could, it's going to be a showdown between this and Vilma for number one. The two of them are going to go head to head, and I will do a video on that. I'm waiting for a good Vilma to get ripened. This is delicious. There's no two ways about it. It's sweet, um, very juicy, which I like. Seeds and goo. The skin is not tough. It is really a delicious, delicious micro dwarf. Checks all the boxes for me, especially for winter growing. It's compact. You can grow it in a small pot. It produced and is ripening earlier than a lot of the ones I planted a month earlier. And lots of fruit. It's very prolific. There's fruit all over the place, sprawling all over. I can't wait. I'm going to up pot it to maybe just to play around a 2-gallon grow bag and see what happens. Maybe a 1-gallon grow bag, but I think two. But this is a delicious variety. I would give this. Now, let me also say my rating scale for micros is different from the regular season. I have it because micros tend to not be as tasty as stuff in the regular season. So I have a different. Vilma is a 9, and she's my only 9. Tiny Totem is number 2, and I believe that's an 8. I'm going to go out on a limb and call this a 9. I really am. What do you think, Jake? I know you don't have much to go by with the micros.
Yeah, I don't know. 9 sounds good. It was really, really flavorful.
It's very tasty. Love the looks of it. Yeah, Candy Berry, run, do not walk, to click your finger on Meraki Seeds or Vienna Seeds, both of which are wonderful, wonderful vendors, and get seeds for Candy Berry. They, with my group, Tomato Lovers Collective, and Swap, which is a bunch of seed crazed people just like me, the seeds are finally making their way around. For the longest time, it was only Kina that had them. She granted some to me. I know she granted some to Ken Fry. I've forgotten heirlooms. So now that we're growing it, we'll be saving seeds. But if you it's going to be a while, and I recommend you go with Vienna Seeds or Meraki Seeds to purchase these. It's great. So Candy Berry, a very hard to get 9 from Mrs. Tomato Head. I love you, Candy Berry. I'm going to try to keep you alive as long as I've kept Vilma alive. I love this. It's going to be hard to top this. So thanks for watching, and look out for more reviews soon. In fact, maybe very, very soon. Thanks, gang. Peace and love, and get your gratitude on. Bye, gang.